Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's September 3rd, 2023. I'm over on the new property just past base camp in the area that I was showing in one of the last videos. I had dug a hugelkultur pit just on the other side of Elon up there, and I took some of the fill from that area and filled in one of the last year's hugelkultur pits. We'll take a ride up and look at some of the area. This is an area I did some filling in with the excess fill from the excavation. So this is the area where the piles were. And here is where the pit was. I went ahead and gathered more material from up above there and filled it up to the top, then squished it down, put some of the fill that was in the piles right here on top of that. Took some extra fill, filled in some of the low spots over here, the other hugelkultur pits from last year. There's always places to put the fill in. So along the property line here, where the little tree tubes are located right around in here, I went ahead and filled up that level some because water had eroded the area along the property edge. Then the property takes a little bit of a drop off to that side, and that's the neighbor's property. More fill in this area up in here. And there was a lot of material that I cleaned up, and all the material that was up in here went into the hugelkultur pit. Then last night I took the Hulk up here. That's the Takushi TL12 V2 track loader with the direct drive prime attachment brush mower. Man, that thing is a beast. So far, I'm just tickled pink with that mower. What a good, powerful forestry machine. So I came through here, took down a lot of the smaller young growth that was up in here, and trying to get to the point where the property line is. So our neighbor had put in some PVC sewage lines. There's someone doing some target practicing, getting close to hunting season here. So this is one of the parts of the property line going right down here, and I was trying to figure out where the property line is up here. So I put some ribbons on, and then yesterday I came down here, and this was all, you couldn't go through this area, but that brush mower just chopped things down beautifully, really well. Can't get into all the places, but boy, I gotta say, it does a fantastic job. Unfortunately, I do nick some of the base of some of the trees when I'm dropping other trees. But so there's a lot to be picked up in here. So I just brought up, and here's an example. All right, so this is a cherry, and it just field strips these things if it's laying down. Otherwise, it just mulches it right up. So one of the things I want to do is come up here. I've got some of these trees. I'm going to use the mini chainsaws and limb some of these limbs that are all over here. I'll be using a Saker pole saw potentially as well. I'll try and record whatever I'm going to do. And you can see it just shreds up. This was a whole cluster of trees here. Probably about 12 different trees in a cluster here. Some of them are 4 or 5 inches in diameter, and they're real bare. And there's an ash there that's down. So I'm going to go ahead and prune some of these limbs that bang into me constantly here, work my way up along the edge of the property here, trim off some of the limbs around in here, and then, and I probably won't get to this today, I may start to brush mow. So I've always mentioned that having 2 access roads that are wide enough to be able to handle all the materials that you need to do, like a tractor with a big trailer behind it or a truck with a trailer behind it. So I know this is hard because the forest gets dark over here. We'll get in here and the auto white balancing should help out. So what I'm going to do is pick out my best location to go through right over there, because you may be able to see a pile of the sand that I excavated out when I buried the stone wall, and there's pasture over there. So that's the other property. So the property that we purchased is in 2 different parcels. I'm on one parcel now, the other parcel's on the other side of that stone wall that I removed, part of it, and that dirt pile there. So this looks like a pretty clear opening in here. So either I'll use Elon or the brush mower. I may just come in here and use Elon first and try to make myself a nice straight path going across in here and see what I can do. So that's what I'm going to be up to for at least part of the day today. I have some other materials I gotta fix, things that are broken as usual. But for now, I gotta work on some of this. I may post some video of some of the work that I do, and I may not. I just don't know yet. So here we go. It's going to take me a little while just to use the chainsaw around here.